Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. Let's jump in the queue and see who we can find. 4 games going on, so at least it seems like there's a moderate number of people playing. Shouldn't take forever to find a match. Sure. Ninja Assassin XYZ versus Bonsai. That is a lot of animuses. Were we trying to double ampo? It seems unlikely, but... What? A Centurion, maybe? I feel like you want to get the ampo, but I don't know, I mean, Centurion's pretty crazy too. Yeah, I think both lines are winning. The Zamora is just not doing enough. Shadowrow. Okay, this is the kind of set where I always say you can't get Tia, and then someone, not Tia, Vi, and then someone gets Vi, it beats me. But this looks like another, like, hyper-aggressive red-green thing, right? With all this stuff. And, like, maybe you can get a Corpus someday, although probably not. So do we get a turn 2 Animus or a turn 2 Conduit? I can never decide in these sorts of things. Here, green, like, seems pretty good, but letting player 1 get the first Animus kind of sucks, too. DD, DDC, DA, I guess. I don't know if an opponent can get... Okay, I mean, there's Centrifuge, though, right? Like... If anything, I'll let you get Vi, it's Centrifuge, in a set where you want red anyway and you don't want blue. Huh. But it's such a handicap to have to cut all of that to, like, to build a Centrifuge. It slows you down by so much. I don't know. You could build like a Centrifuge and an Oxide on that turn, and still you won't have that many drones, right? You'll have trouble defending on that turn if you want to spend all your red on this. So suppose I did get DA. That leaves you with $10. With which, like, T1 and then float instead of buying another drone so that you can get a Conduit sooner. Alright, opponent's gonna try the Vi. That's exciting. Yeah, I want to try the, like, I don't know. Maybe Vi is good, and with Centrifuge it might very well be. But I'm not any good at getting it, and so I'm just going to try the counter of, like, just float so you can get a Conduit. Yeah. I'm going to try to counter with aggression. And skip the Vi, because that's a line I understand. Although, like, geez, it's coming in pretty quick, isn't it? You can even get a wall? This is disgusting. But you don't have any green. I mean, you have 2 green, but you don't have any green income, I mean. But still, having a wall and a Vi is pretty amazing. Okay. I guess the question is just like, is my 6 attack gonna be better than his 4 attack plus freeze, basically? want a force field, don't you? Fibroid? But that's the last of your green. Yeah? I don't know. How much is this extra freeze worth? And the absorb of wall? Because we're pretty close other than that, right? I'm up attack, which compensates for the wall. Although, geez, this threatens a lot. So I was thinking of actually doing this, so that I have these Engies still around. This doesn't defend though, right? Even so? Oh, I guess I can hold this Grimbotch for free? If I'm losing the Rhino anyway? Okay. It's not free, they take 1 less damage on Feral, but... Oh wow, it's so dangerous to lose your only wall, isn't it? I feel like. But my attack is sort of petering out, so... Yeah, I just don't have enough more attack, I think. Ooh. Got him to lose the Feral. That's much more comfortable. I should look into getting a Corpus for myself as like a Corpus force field to defend at some point, maybe. I don't think it will be the case, but I was just imagining an endgame where like my opponent has 6 health and I can't get 6 attack. I don't think it can really get to that stage, but it's something to worry about anyway. 4, so they have either 4 or 3 plus 3 is 6. So I'm sort of fine against either in this case, right? Could I get a botch here instead? This offers a breach for exact if they freeze my Feral and attack with everything. I don't think that's worth the extra $1. So I'd have to I would want to hold a drone back to prevent that. So this Rhino protects against that Gambit possibility. I'm very glad that the Feral they got died off and now their Rhino's out of charges. It's making this attack a lot more manageable. I might be attacking with the botch since they have Vi anyway. The botch is really only giving me like, well, it gives me some tempo, right? They'll certainly click Vi to freeze botch, but that might still be good. It gives me 1 health. But 2 tempo, whereas clicking the botch just deals 1 damage and gives me 0 tempo. So I'm not sure exactly at the moment. Here, 6, huh? They could choose to lose no attack against this. Kind of spooky, isn't it? So 6 and... I could try something like this. I could also try clicking the botch, but that's very difficult. It means they have to lose 1 attack. But that's still 6. Or 5 and 2 freeze. I don't think I can really live with that. This, on the other hand, seems okay. I predict they'll want to lose the fibroid, but if they keep it, fine. They might actually lose the feral to keep this wall alive. It's very valuable. Okay, what could I do that isn't Corpus? How about this? Does this defend? Not really. I think I like this better. Wait, does this defend? Ah, right, I have to hold the drone. 6 of 2. Yeah. I think I like this idea. I can start building corpuses, which will be nice. Now, my attack is not really any larger than theirs, which is a problem. Yeah, they have a botch dying. This Vi is doing good work, though. 7 and 3. Ugh. If they absorb onto Fibroid, this is a breach for exact. I could hold a Rhino against that possibility and give them the Engineer. I guess that's fine. They still have to absorb on Fibroid to... They can't keep both the wall and the Fibroid, even if I hold a Rhino. And so this... Plus, like, they don't really want to click the botch anyway. Maybe I should click this Rhino so that I have the soak available sooner. And say, look, if you want to freeze my feral to deal one to get to deny me some absorb, I'd still be getting kind of like one absorb in a way because they'd be doing 1 less damage. And they have to like click their dying botch. I think this is fine. I think it's not a great play for them to freeze my feral. Whereas if I do this, it's just like giving up too much tempo. Yeah, I mean, you got me. Enjoy. It's like they're denying themselves health in order to deny me health. It doesn't seem that amazing. But I do feel like I'm losing. They just have more attack. Well, do they? I don't know. This wall is pretty serious. And these botches worry me too. This gets them up to 7 attack. They have a wall and I don't. This is horrible. I have more permanent attack, but these botches are very fast, and the short term matters a lot more. I don't even have much more permanent attack, right? I have like 1 more. I guess I have the Corpus. As a defensive resource of sorts. Attacking for 3 is an exploit here, but not a useful one. Do I need to click this corpus? 7, 6, and 3. No, I don't. Let's hit him with a botch then? Yeah. It's a lot of pressure to deal with. I feel like I really like don't have a chance unless I can live through these botches somehow, and then maybe my long-term value will be higher, although as previously discussed, it's not really much more long-term value. Oh, this is awful. Oh man, and I even get to keep the corpus alive to click it. This is still a breach for exact. What if I didn't click the corpus? And I can't build more defense with my red. Okay, so this probably needs to be Rhino force field, but I still can't click the corpus then. I could hold 2 drones. Or a botch. This defends, but I don't think it wins. Holding 1 drone here defends. And it is important to defend because I don't want to let them click Vi on one of my absorbers because it would offer them a breach for exact, so they don't have to worry about all this attack threat. It would be really nice to attack for 9 if I can, but I can't. Do an exploit, right? Given that 7, I believe, is as good as 8, if they're absorbing on wall. So I should lose the fibroid and try to attack with the botch. Okay. Against which they hold a drone. So this is 7, which is like 4. Yeah, that's keeping all their attackers. If I do this, 8, 4, 6, they have to lose 1 attack, or absorb onto an attacker and lose wall. But I don't think I can really afford that. Well, let's see. Oh. Oh. No, this is a bloodbath now. It's a breach for 1 and they have to click their botches to do it. It's very, very bad for me because losing all these drones is bad even if they don't breach. This is basically game over if I do that, right? Ugh. Alright, well, we're out of time. I'm just gonna go ahead and lose here. Oh, let's beat him on a disconnect. No, it's pretty over, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. I realized at some point along here that Centrifuge is probably good for Vi, but I'm not really any good with Centrifuge or with Vi, so I tried the simpler line. Having access to these two blue units was really, really strong, though. I needed to win the game in a hurry. Basically deny my opponent the option to buy any green if I wanted to have a chance, I think. I'm not sure how I could have done that. I could have considered making this Rhino here, this first Rhino, another botch. Or maybe even a Tarsier. The Rhino is only better than botch if you would think the opponent will want to click this Rhino, which they could do, but it's a bit hard. I guess they could have actually clicked it though, right? They ended up losing the two NGs anyway. So the Rhino click would have been free. It would have given them more tempo on killing my stuff to do that. But, I mean, allowing your opponent to click a Rhino to kill an engineer is not the end of the world. The Rhino's going to do that eventually, right? So maybe I could have squeezed out the extra dollar by getting a more powerful 4-cost attacker. I think by around here well, no, I haven't lost yet because they don't have a conduit yet. If I could somehow deny this, like if I could have attacked with 2 more things this turn, but I can't, it's not possible. Could I? Yeah, I could have lost the 2 NGs instead of the Rhino and not held the botch. But then I have like 4 less defense on this turn, and I don't understand how I'm possibly living, right? I don't know. I have a lot more attack at the moment. Maybe the game isn't over yet. Maybe there's something I could have done around here. Like, could this Rhino have been a botch? It would offer the opponent a breach for exact, which they should take. Yeah, I don't think it would work. I don't see any, like, big tactical opportunities I missed. I think I just, like, made the strategic error of not getting Centrifuge into Vi. I guess I just need to get more comfortable with how to do stuff like that. I don't really have a good sense of Centrifuge timing or of like how to buy Vi. Like, yeah, you just click on it and then you buy it, but it's still not really a unit I get. And it doesn't feel that great when you're only freezing like units that aren't really absorbing. They're just like pseudo-absorbers like Feral, and they're only size 3. Like, I would have guessed Vi is not that great here, but Vi is a pretty efficient attacker. If you ignore its tech cost, it's extremely efficient, and it's like it's pretty good tempo too. It chills some stuff, so your opponent has to build a little bit more defense. Its tech cost is somewhat prohibitive, but here, like, since it's a game you don't want wall, like you don't want to have blue every turn. You don't want blue, but you do want a wall, right? And Vi sort of neatly covers that problem for you. It makes Feral worse to not have wall, but or sorry, to be absorbing on wall. Makes Feral worse, but you know, Feral's fine as a 5 GR fast Tarsier that gives you defense tempo. like you can sack it if you need to, and my opponent did a few times. Yeah, so I'd say, you know, just well done buying the Vi, and then I lost because I didn't get it. Alright, well, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.